Ryan Day has done everything he can at Ohio State except win a national championship. Will his $20 million roster get it done in 2024? Is it really natty or bust? What will it take for Ryan Day to finally get out of the shadow of Urban Meyer and Jim Tressel? Let's talk about it. June 3rd of 2022, Fox Sports reported that Ryan Day wanted $13 million in NIL money, or he couldn't guarantee that he could keep or get the players they needed. Ryan Day said, "One phone call and they're out the door. We cannot let that happen at Ohio State. I'm not trying to sound the alarm. I'm just trying to be transparent about what we're dealing with." In 2022, Ohio State lost to Michigan for the second time in a row and missed out on the Big Ten championship.
And that will do it. The final score from Columbus, 45-23.
But they did qualify for the national semifinals, where they lost to the Georgia Bulldogs by 1 point.
And Georgia is going to survive.
Heading into the 2023 season, the pressure was on, but a few concerns lingered. While there was some confidence in the offense, there wasn't as much confidence in the offensive line coaching staff, primarily because they weren't properly utilizing the talent on the line, creating the best possible lineup. On defense, Jim Knowles, the defensive coordinator, and Larry Johnson, the defensive line coach, appeared to be butting heads and negatively impacting the overall defensive strategy. But the biggest concern was possibly Ryan Day himself. Many thought Ryan Day was taking on too many responsibilities, including play calling, and not allowing his assistant coaches to do their job. On to 2023. The 2023 season was a typical dominant Ohio State run. They started Big Ten play in Week 1 by crushing Indiana. Indiana never recovered. In Week 4, they defeated number 4 Notre Dame by a field goal.
Extra one back to Hartman. He's going to have somebody behind him. Just gets rid of it. That's a fumble.
They smashed through the Big Ten, knocking off Maryland, Purdue, Penn State, Wisconsin, Rutgers, Michigan State, and Minnesota by a combined point spread of 232-68. They rolled into Ann Arbor, Michigan, the number 2 team in the country, facing off against the number 3 Michigan Wolverines. Connor Stallions, alleged to have engaged in illegal advanced scouting, was gone. And they believed that was Michigan's ace in the hole. It wasn't. Michigan never lost the lead in that game, and thanks to an interception by Rod Moore with 25 seconds left on the clock, they would go on to beat the Buckeyes for the 3rd year in a row. Ohio State once again missed out on the Big Ten championship, and this time they also missed out on the playoffs. But they did get to the Cotton Bowl, where they lost to Missouri. On to 2024. The 2024 season has been a testament to the Buckeyes' growth and adaptability and has given Ryan Day another shot at the title. Let's break down the key games leading up to the playoffs. August 31st, Akron. The Buckeyes kicked off the season with a dominant 52-6 victory, showcasing their offensive prowess and setting the tone for a dominant season. October 12th, Oregon. A nail-biter in Autzen Stadium, the Buckeyes narrowly lost 31-32 to Oregon. Despite the loss and poor clock management,
Howard's going to run for it. Time runs out, and that'll do it.
The team demonstrated their ability to compete at the highest level. November 2nd, Penn State. It was the battle of coaches who struggle against top 5 teams. Going into this game, James Franklin was 1-12 versus top 5 teams, and Ryan Day was 2-6. But somebody had to win. The Buckeyes secured a crucial 20-13 win against Penn State with a 39-yard field goal by Jaden Fielding early in the 4th quarter.
Barely squeezed that one in.
November 30, Michigan. The lead up to the game in 2024 was like watching a lion sneak up on an injured zebra. Ohio State's record was 10-1 and Michigan's was 6-5. Ohio State was favored by 3 scores. The Football Power Index gave Michigan a 7.8% chance to win. The outcome was a foregone conclusion. Ohio State was going to have their revenge in Columbus and set the world right after 3 consecutive losses to their arch-rival.
We prepared 365 days, 24 hours a day, 7 days.
It didn't happen. In the first half, Michigan's defense stopped Ohio State's offense cold until Will Howard connected with Jeremiah Smith for a game-tying touchdown with 30 seconds left in the half.
Money on the rise, Jeremiah Smith.
The momentum was all on Ohio State. Michigan struggled on offense. All Ohio State had to do was get another touchdown, and the game was over. But they never got there. Ohio State couldn't score at all in the second half and didn't score at all in the second half. And all Michigan needed was a field goal, which Dominic Zavada delivered from 57 yards out with 45 seconds left on the clock.
Takes a 13-10 lead with 45 seconds to go.
Thanks to that loss, Ohio State missed out on the Big Ten championship yet again. But this time they qualified for the 8th seed in the national championship playoffs. January 1st, 2025, the Rose Bowl versus Oregon. After humiliating Tennessee in round 1, they faced off against the Oregon Ducks in the Rose Bowl for the rematch of the season. To say the Buckeyes bounced back is an understatement. The Oregon Ducks took Ohio State to the final seconds of the fourth quarter just weeks ago, but this time they barely escaped with their dignity intact. The Bucks plucked the Ducks in a stunning 41-21 victory. Throughout the season, the Buckeyes addressed their preseason concerns, overcoming loss with domination. And now they will face the 13-2 5-seed Texas Longhorns. It's virtually a dead heat with a slight edge going to Texas. Everybody wants the national championship trophy. Ryan Day needs it. He has to prove his $20 million squad was worth every penny, and you can bet when this game is over, the team left standing won't have the energy to plant a flag. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, please subscribe and check out all the other videos we have on Big Ten football. While you're at it, why don't you leave a comment and let us know what you think about what we think, and while you're at that, why don't you let us know who you think's going to win the Cotton Bowl, Ohio State or the Texas Longhorns? Happy New Year, happy football.